Hi guys, myself Pranav is here to deliver today's presentation, Power Transformer Part 5. As the subject is of the continuation, so for your convenience, the link of the previous one is given under the description box. Let's start with physical explanation of hysteresis laws. Transformer magnetic core is made of cold rolled grain oriented silicon steel, that is CRGO material. This kind of material is much sensitive to be magnetized. That means whenever magnetic flux would pass through it, it will behave like magnet. Ferromagnetic substance is composed of number of domains in its structure. Domains are the smaller groups of atoms band together into areas within the structure of the ferromagnetic materials where all the electrons have the same magnetic orientation. In other words, the domains are like small permanent magnets situated randomly in the structure of the substance. When the ferromagnetic material is in its demagnetized state, the magnetization vectors in different domains have different orientations, and their net resultant magnetization averages will be 0. However, the process of magnetization causes all the domains to orient in the same direction. Magnetic domain structure is therefore responsible for the magnetic behavior of ferromagnetic materials. Whenever external magnetic field or magnetomotive force is applied to that substance, these randomly directed domains get arranged themselves in parallel to the axis of applied magnetomotive force. After being removed from the external magnetic field, maximum numbers of domains are again back to random positions, but rest of them still remain in an aligned position and will stay lined up together in the same direction. Because of these unchanged domains having the tendency to retain magnetism, the substance becomes slightly magnetized permanently. This magnetism is called spontaneous magnetism. This tendency to retain magnetism is called hysteresis. To neutralize this magnetism, some opposite magnetomotive force is required to be applied. The magnetomotive force or MMF applied in the transformer core is alternating. For every cycle, due to this domain reversal, there will be extra work to be done. For this reason, there will be a consumption of electrical energy, which is known as hysteresis loss of transformer. The resulting effect of magnetic hysteresis is just to emanate as dissipation of energy, which is wasted in the form of heat. The wasted energy is being in proportion to the area of the magnetic hysteresis loop. Reason for heat dissipation as an effect of hysteresis loss. Hysteresis losses are being the intermediary effect of the magnetic agitation of the molecules within the electromagnetic core material and their interim hindrance of obstruction in movements. In magnetic material, each molecule is constituted with a north and south pole. Molecules are distributed rather in random fashion with north and south poles, pointing in every direction so as to set the fields cancelling each other, and for which the material remains in the state of non-magnetized condition. When a loop of wire carrying with a time varying current is wound around the core of the transformer, then based on the left-hand rule of electromagnetism, the north and south poles within the molecules of the core material will then be aligned in a perfect manner. Because of applying alternating current, the direction of current is constantly changing, and in consequence, there will be a constant change in direction of the magnetic field as imposed on the core material. This subsequent change in direction of the magnetic field has forced the molecules in the core to have a constant movement for alignment as per the implied direction. The molecular alignment is always lagging behind the change of direction of the applied current. During their movement, they are constantly colliding with each other, causing friction and heat. In a simpler form, it can be explained that the work done by the magnetizing force against the internal friction of the molecules of the magnetic material results in producing heat. To make transformers more efficient, special attention should be needed during design and manufacturing stage to have a proper selection of the core material on the basis of the phenomenon of magnetic hysteresis losses. Again, I repeat, to make transformers more efficient, special attention should be needed during design and manufacturing stage to have a proper selection of the core material on the basis of the phenomenon of magnetic hysteresis losses. Mathematical explanation of hysteresis loss in transformer. Based on specimen of a ferromagnetic ring in figure 23, composed of circumference L meter, cross-sectional area A meter square, insulated wire of turns N, while a flow of current through the coil is I amperes, then magnetizing force H equals to Ni by L. Therefore, I equals to HL by N. If the flux density at this instant is B, then total flux through the ring phi equals to B into A Weber. A is the area, cross-sectional area. As the applied current is being alternating, so the produced flux in the iron ring is also of alternating in nature. Then the induced EMF, electromotive force E dash equals to N minus N d phi by dt. Therefore, E dash equals to minus N dBA by dt, or E dash equals to minus NA dB dt. See the diagram of the BH curve, figure 24. According to Lenge's law, this induced EMF E dash will oppose the flow of electric current Therefore, in order to maintain the current I in the coil, the source must supply an equal and opposite electromotive force. Hence, applied EMF E equals to minus E dash, that is equal to NA dB dt. Energy consumed in short time dt, during which the flux density has changed, equals to EI dt, and NA dB dt into I dt equals to NA dB dt. I means HL by N dt. Then it equals to A, area, cross-sectional area, H into L dB, joules, from the equation 1 and 2. Thus, total work done for energy consumed during one complete cycle of magnetism can be represented as W equals to AL integration Bmax 0 to H dB, where AL is the volume of the ring and H dB is the area of elementary strip of BH curve shown in figure 24. Total area enclosed by the hysteresis loop, integration of H dB. Therefore, energy consumed per cycle equals to volume of the ring into area of hysteresis loop. Hence, the work done is nothing but the electrical energy loss in the core, and this represents as hysteresis loss. So, hysteresis loss pH is a function of the core material, that is pH equals to N dash Bmax 1.6 FV joules per second or watt, where N dash is the hysteresis coefficient, Bmax is the peak value of flux density in the core, F supply frequency in hertz, V is the volume of core in cubic meters. Hysteresis loss can be obtained by Steinmetz empirical formula depending on the Steinmetz law regarding electromagnetism. Steinmetz empirical formula for hysteresis loss. Steinmetz law regarding electromagnetism. The energy converted into heat per unit volume per cycle during a cycle change of magnetization is proportional to the maximum magnetic induction raised to the 1.6 power, the constant of proportionality depending only on the material. Again, I repeat, the law states that the energy converted into heat per unit volume per cycle during a cyclic change of electromagnetization is proportional to the maximum magnetic induction raised to the 1.6 power. The constant of proportionality depending only on the material. Based on results obtained by experiments with different types of ferromagnetic materials with sinusoidal currents, Charles Steinmetz, a German-American electrical engineer, had framed an empirical equation for calculating hysteresis loss analytically. His observation was that the area of hysteresis loop of a magnetic material is directly proportional to 1.6 the power of the maximum flux density established. That is, area of hysteresis loop is directly proportional to Bmax to the power 1.6. Thus, according to Steinmetz method, the hysteresis loss per cubic meter per cycle of magnetization of magnetic material mainly depends upon one, the maximum value of flux density, two, the magnetic quality of the material. Hysteresis energy loss is directly proportional to B to the power 1.6 joules per meter cube per cycle. Hysteresis energy loss, pH, equals to eta into Bmax to the power 1.6, frequency F, and V is the volume, joules per second or watts, where eta is a constant for given specimen of a specimen and a range of flux density and is known as Steinmetz constant. Bmax, peak value of the flux density in the magnetic material. F is the frequency of reversal of magnetization in hertz. V is the volume of the magnetic material in cubic meter. Hysteresis loss can be minimized by using core material with high value of permeability, as that has created the least hysteresis loop area for the core. Eddy current loss. In transformer, the application of alternating current in the primary produces alternating magnetizing flux in the core, and as this flux links with secondary winding, there will be an induced voltage in secondary, resulting current to flow through the load connected with it. Again, I repeat, in transformer, the application of alternating current in the primary produces alternating magnetizing flux in the core. And as this flux links with the secondary winding, there will be an induced voltage in secondary, resulting current to flow through the load connected with it. According to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, it is to be understood that an electromotive force is induced in the magnetic material, that is core, in case of transformer, when an alternating magnetic field is applied on that magnetic material. Since magnetic material is a conducting material, so due to this induced EMF, there will be flow of circulating currents within the body of the core material. These circulating currents are called eddy currents, which will not contribute in output of the transformer and simply produce a loss, that is I square R loss, in the magnetic material known as eddy current loss. Similar to hysteresis loss, eddy current loss is also a type of energy loss that dissipates to heat, resulting an increase of temperature of the electromagnetic material. Similar to hysteresis loss, eddy current loss is also a type of energy loss that dissipates as heat, resulting an increase of temperature of the magnetic material. Eddy current loss in the core arises because of the induced EMF in the steel lamination sheets and the eddies of current formed due to these sheets. Since eddy current loss depends upon the rate of change of flux as well as the resistance of the eddy current path, it is reasonable to expect this loss to vary as the square of both the maximum flux density and frequency. That is, number of complete magnetization cycles per second. Eddy current thus produces a power loss PE in the lamination equals to KE Bmax square, F square, T square, Tesla square, V joules per second or watts. Ke equals to eddy current coefficient. Its value depends upon type of core material. Bmax equals to maximum flux density in Tesla, Weber per meter square. F is the number of complete magnetization cycles per second. Tau, that is the thickness of steel lamination in meter. V is the volume of the magnetic material in cubic meter. So PE equals to KE Bmax square, F square, tau square, V, joules per second or watts. See the diagram. Mathematical expression for eddy current loss. Under normal operating condition, the primary winding of a transformer is energized by an alternating current source and a time varying magnetic field is produced in its core. By the varying magnetic field inside the material, an eddy current is induced in the core material. This eddy current creates an internal magnetic field which opposes the excitation magnetic field. However, eddy current is evenly distributed over the entire length of the metal in the direction of the flux, and that ultimately creates an energy loss in the metal. In order to reduce the eddy current loss and improve the transformer efficiency, the transformer core is usually made of thin laminated silicon steel sheets in place of one solid piece of a steel core. Since the thin laminated steel sheets are electrically insulated between, so the resistance of the path gets increased and the cross-sectional area of the eddy current path is reduced. With an increased resistance of the thin laminated sheet, the potential developed at 2 points of the lamination gets lowered. When the laminated sheet is placed under a varying magnetic field, then less voltage is induced in the sheet. The low induced voltage with thin sheet lead to lower eddy current, and as a result, the heat loss I square R is reduced in the thin laminated sheet. To derive the formula of eddy current, as in figure 25, the laminated sheet is of length L, height h, and thickness tau. However, thickness of the sheet tau is much less as compared to its length L and height h. Let the sinusoidal time varying magnetic field acts perpendicular to the area formed by tau and h. Therefore, the varying magnetic field B equals to B max sine omega t, since omega equals to twice pi f. Time varying magnetic field induces eddy currents in the thin sheet, and eddy current loops are represented in figure 25b as yellow rectangles. The outermost elemental closed loop path PQRSP is of the thickness dx, and from the origin its distance is x in the figure. Voltage is to be induced in this closed loop similar to as induced in single turn coil area of loop PQRS A equals to 2hx. the flux density B equals to phi by A, total flux crossing the loop PQRSP, phi equals to BA. From equation 1, 2, and 3, phi equals to Bmax sin omega t 2 Hx. RMS voltage in the loop PQRSP E equals to 4.44 F phi max. Again, E equals to root 2 pi F phi max, as 4.44 is equivalent to root 2 pi. From equation 4, E equals to root 2 pi F B max into 2 Hx. Total resistance offered by the plate to the eddy current loop PQRSP, that is resistance path, equals to rho 2H plus 4x divided by L dx. Since thickness tau of the laminated sheet is much less as compared to height h and dimension of x, so both can be ignored. Resistance of the eddy current path PQRSP R path equals to rho 2H divided by L dx. Total power loss in the sheet due to eddy current P equals to E square by R path. From equation 5, 6, and 7, and 8, P equals to root 2 pi F B max into 2 Hx square divided by 2 HP L dx by L dx equals to 8 pi square F square B max square H square X square into L dx divided by 2 HP. Then total eddy current loss PE equals to 4 pi square F square B max square Hx square L dx by rho equals to 4 pi square F square B max square HL divided by rho into integration limit x equals to tau by 2 and x equals to 0 x square dx. Or PE equals to integration to the limit x equals to tau by 2 to the limit x equals to 0. 4 pi square F square B max square H L x square dx divided by rho. PE equals to 4 pi square F square B max square HL divided by rho into tau cube divided by 24. That equals to pi square F square B max square tau square 6p HL tau. Since volume of the lamination HL tau, so eddy current loss per unit volume of steel P equals to pi square F square B max square tau square divided by 6 rho joules per second. However, from the mathematical expression, it can be concluded eddy current coefficient Ke equals to pi square by 6 into rho, where rho is the core material resistivity. Eddy current loss in a unit volume of sheet steel equals to P equals to Ke B max square F square tau square joules per second or watts. Thus, the eddy current loss per unit volume of sheet steel is 1. Proportional to the square of the frequency, 2. Proportional to the square of the flux density, 3. proportional to the square of the thickness of the laminated sheet. 4. Inversely proportional to the resistivity of the material. The total losses due to eddy currents, where V is the volume of the magnetic material in cubic meter, then PE equals to KE B max square F square tau square V joules per second or watts. Laminating the iron core. Transformer core that acts as magnetic circuit has to design for providing a low reluctance path for the magnetic field to flow around, which is necessary for induction of the voltage between the two windings. The core of highly permeable material helps to achieve very low reluctance path of magnetic flux. However, a constantly time-varying magnetic field will cause eddy currents, which are to be induced in the core, causing power loss. It is observed that the eddy current loss depends on frequency, flux density, and thickness of the core. Complete elimination of eddy current losses within a transformer core cannot be technically achieved, but losses can be restricted by being split up the magnetic path within the core. It is very important. Complete elimination of eddy current losses within a transformer core cannot be technically achieved, but losses can be restricted by being split up the magnetic path within the core. Instead of having monolithic one, transformer core is made of several thin electrical steel sheets known as lamination sheets, which are essentially made to be insulated from each other by a coat of varnish or oxide film to increase the effective resistivity of the core and thereby increasing the overall resistance to limit the flow of eddy currents. By laminating the core, the area of each section is reduced and hence the induced EMF also reduces. Though the area through which the current passed is smaller, but at the same time, the eddy current path resistance has to increase. See the solid core with no laminations of high eddy currents, laminated core with laminations and of low eddy currents. The place of laminations must be arranged parallel to the magnetic field so that they cut across the eddy current paths, and such arrangement has compelled to reduce the strength of the eddy currents. The sum of individual eddy current of the laminations are comparatively much less than that of the using single solid iron core. Transformer core construction process by using insulated laminated steel sheets is of much importance to prevent the eddy current from surging into transformer core, which is one of the main source of heat generation, which ultimately leads to have core failure. The electrical quantity that affects the eddy current loss is the ratio of the voltage and frequency. If the voltage and frequency is constant, then the flux density will also remain constant because the flux density is proportional to the ratio of V by F. Important points to be noted. Silicon steel having high electrical resistivity has to provide long-term stable performance while using as core material and offers high saturation flux density. At the present context, the characteristics of silicon steel can be made possible to alter with chemical changes and offered a new steel product which known as AISI type M6. M6 steel possesses high permeability and low losses and is preferred for using as core material in high performance applications. Since the eddy current loss is proportional to frequency square F square, so at higher frequency, the eddy current loss has become abnormally high. Under high frequency application, ferrite cores or iron dust cores are usually be recommended for better use instead of M6 steel laminated core. Using ferrite cores of iron dust cores, a considerable reduction of eddy current loss would have been achieved as the eddy currents are limited to individual grains. Ferrite ceramics, these items are of ceramic compounds made from iron oxide and one of multiple metallic elements. Under high current applications, the magnetic cores are made from ferrite ceramics. The ceramic materials of different specifications can have to be produced so as to meet diverse electrical requirements. These ceramic materials serve as efficient insulators as well as can assist to limit flow of eddy currents. Let's stop here. Further to be continued at later stage. Thank you. Thank you for listening the video. Kindly do like, share, and subscribe. Your subscription would encourage to post more videos. Also share your comments or feedbacks inside the dedicated comment section. If you have any suggestions or specific topic you want, then let me know in the comment section. Thank you. Thank you for patient hearing.